Oh, mine's on. Whoops. Morning, everybody.
Test. Test. I'm here too.
It's Nick.
And Ryan.
Wednesday 3,399.
Wow.
I know, we're about to hit a historical landmark.
Every time is a historical landmark in a way.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, and it's, a little too convenient for the important stuff to happen exactly. And it's like, and in the year 1800 exactly.
Why am I so shiny? I'm reflecting a lot of light.
I don't know, you need powder, you need makeup.
I
Oh,
need my
mine's not on. I thought
powder.
mine was on. I fiddled the button and it felt like it was on. Great, thank you. Oh, do I have a little guy?
Tisk tisk.
Little flyaways. My beautiful coif. Yeah, day 3,399, and today we're playing games from Mini Jame Gam number 44.
What is that though? Even
It's a Jame Gam. I mean a game jam. Where you make a game. You know what a game jam is.
I'm
It's
familiar
basic.
with the concept. It's like a battle of the bands for game developers.
I think of them more like house shows, but sure.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's just a pretty standard issue one of those. Doesn't really have a lot extra special going on. I mean, Jame Gam definitely has a lot going on. They do both Jame Gam and Mini Jame Gam. And so this is number 44 of Mini. I don't know what the distinction is between Mini and not Mini. I guess we could try to figure that out.
Oh, Google still thinks it's America Day. I guess every day's America Day if you live in America
Suppose so.
and are like an American exceptionalist.
Let's see, I think it's back this way. Yeah, Jame Gam 50. And this game is you have 3 days. They seem exactly the same. I don't really know what the difference is between Mini and not Mini. In fact, Jame Gam 50 was smaller than Mini Jame Gam 44. There were less people who
Flip
entered.
them. You know?
Yeah, I guess they look exactly the same. Why is there a Mini?
It was the amount of time that you
No,
got.
they're the same. That was the first thing I assumed would be different.
Oh, I'm out of ideas. Have you ever seen those little
Seven
toothpicks that
years.
you put in sandwiches with the tiny like American flag on it?
Not with a tiny American flag on it, but I have seen them when they have the little like half-inch strip of like half a
Cellophane.
centimeter wide colored cellophane.
Yeah, it's like that, but it's just like a little tiny American flag. I want to get some of those to spice up my sandwiches visually.
Are you making sandwiches big enough they need to be held together by toothpick?
No, but I figure like you make a sandwich, you slap an American flag toothpick on there, it just makes you feel good before you eat it. You're
Well,
like,
I mean,
hell
you
yeah.
realize you're also setting yourself up to have to throw away a tiny American flag, which is pretty un-American.
no, it's fine.
What are you gonna fold it up in a little triangle and like
No,
burn it?
That's fake.
solemnly?
That's all fake. Flag code says you can do whatever with it. That's like weird, like I don't know. That's not. You can do whatever you want with the flag. It's
Looking
built
at
into the
his little
Constitution.
Cyclops. Oh.
Oh,
He loves that Cyclops. Look at that guy.
zoom in on the face. That's the best part.
I don't think I can zoom in anymore.
Look at that janky ear.
And yeah, it's not a good angle for the janky ear. But yeah, he sidled up to the little baby Cyclops today, and it was cute. All right, so the theme for this game jam was malfunctioning, and the special object, which they also have, is ice cream. So you're gonna get a lot of ice cream machine broke games in this jam.
I hope so. Wouldn't that be the lack of ice cream?
What?
Ice cream machine broke.
Well, yeah, it's like it's the meme.
Yeah,
Ice cream
the
machine
McDonald's
broke.
meme.
Although the first game that I want is not terribly ice creamy.
Did you hear they don't even mix the McFlurry anymore?
What do you mean they don't mix it?
They just like do a cup of soft serve and then dump some toppings on top and then like give it to you.
Oh, they used to like swirl the
Yeah, it used
toppings
to be
in.
like mixed.
What was the ranking of Hopesick in Ryan's favorites list? I don't fucking remember. Did we actually write that down? I guess we probably did somewhere. Not number one. It was a bit lower actually. I would say it was maybe like number four. Did I, let's see.
Did I tell you how popular the cat song was with the Tacoma animal rescue lesbians?
No, but I was left with that impression
Yeah, that's been like
otherwise.
being spread around animal rights
Oh,
groups.
that's weird.
People are like really into it, like
That's crazy.
super into it.
I honestly just thought it was. I thought they were just being effusive in their usual way, where I was like, well, I wouldn't say like this is so great, I'm dry heaving from laughing, but maybe someone else who's like likes to be nice to their friends for whatever fucking reason, would just say,
No, they're like this. I mean, they're like this guy really cares about his rescue cat. He wrote a whole song about accepting him for his flaws.
I mean, I wasn't like compelled to write the song. It was literally just like, I think that day or the day before is when I learned that, and I was doing my like improv music, and it was just the first thing that sprang to mind.
Yeah, no, of course, and it reads like that. It's very just. It's not like you're trying to get clout for
Yeah,
being accepting of a cat.
right.
It's just like he is, and wrote a song about it. And yeah, I've been hearing nice things for like 2 weeks now.
Oh, it's fine.
You found an audience.
All right. You are Carmen the Pogo Stick, and you
Okay.
have to escape the factory that created you and while being pursued by surveillance drones and the all-consuming Malfunction, who's some kind of like eldritch horror, I believe. I think this game just runs on arrow keys and space. Do you want me to joy to key it up for you, or do you just want to play on a keyboard?
That's fine. Keyboard's fine.
All right. I'll try and get you as much key space as I can.
Okay. Angle this slightly.
No, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's something that I found true of like creatives in general is that it's really hard to parse like who is gonna like your stuff and how much, you know? Because like, so you gotta like hold space to, yeah, and then let go to, and there's like a timing element to it, and then you kind of, there you go, and you can lean left and right. Because the Jiggle Jam song is also surprisingly popular. I think both Papa Laquan and Pagorli, who, you know, maybe it's because they took part in Jiggle Jam, but I made that song and I was like, yeah, this is okay, I guess. But they're like, I love this. I want to put this in things. I want to remix and remaster this into like something more. I'm like, yeah, I mean, if you want, I didn't really,
No.
I don't know, you know, I did it like enough.
It's not working.
Well, it's a little bit janky. The pogoing is, it takes some getting used to. I'll be curious to see if you get farther than I did. Oh, it was number 7. Wow.
Is that good or bad?
Pretty bad considering there were 12 songs. It means it didn't even clear the like top half of.
Oh no, I'm dead. I'm dying.
You're fine.
I'm fine. Why?
You have 3 hits.
It's okay.
Dead.
No, it's fine.
Oh, you're dead. Oh yeah, I'm definitely turning on the air conditioner. When we go on break, it's gonna get warm in here.
Could. Is that the one you guys have been working on?
Hope Sick, yeah.
Yeah.
For the like music video game jam thing. And I don't even know that it's fair to say we've been like I did a couple of vocal takes, but let's not pretend it's not mostly Brainoid.
Okay, I won't. Oh. Battery. Didn't even need it. Oh, wait, yes, I do. What?
Nice.
That was a friggin' accident. No. Oh God.
Oh boy. Oh, an ice cream. I don't like that it lets you pick up the health even when you don't need it. Yeah, and I think that's probably for the best, Brano. And, you know, like, I think that, again, the whole, like, what are people going to like, blah, 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 is like, a lot of the time, I feel like stuff that I make is in serious danger of becoming overwrought, and the amount of work I start tacking into it does not all that measurably improve its quality. And, like, I'm definitely, like, I still haven't figured out what I want to do for my July creative project, but I have really been trying to focus more on just, like, producing things in general and getting them to like a complete state, even if I don't absolutely love it. You know, it's like the same deal with like Cyclops Party and the like giving better feedback uh, video. Like Cyclops Party, especially, there's like a couple things that I would have done very differently, but I wanted to just have finished a project and kind of move on to the next thing, take the lessons I learned from it into the next thing, not worry too much about getting it just so, because it feels like it's kind of like a waste of my time.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. You're doing all right. You've almost gotten as far as I managed to get.
Ooh, this is so frustrating.
Yeah, it's hard to say how much of the pogo mechanic is meant to like mesh with the malfunctioning mutator, and how much of it is them not just like really getting the character controller quite right in the space of 3 days. Because the pogoing like definitely doesn't quite feel like I would expect it. Oh, you done?
This run. I mean, I just don't like this kind of game when you die and you have to do everything that you've done over again.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most annoying part.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd grind out a single sequence, no problem.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of those things that I was saying before. Like, at this point, I feel like we should have a term for, because we run into it so often. I was actually listening to Nomable talk about beating Metroid Prime and how he's on like the last boss of the game right now, and it's been in his backlog for a while. And the reason that it's been in his backlog for a while is because I guess to actually fight the last boss, you have to like, you know, it's a Metroidvania, so you have to like run through a bunch of rooms from the last save spot, dodging like Metroids that come flying through, and then get into the boss fight, and then there's like 3 phases to the first half of the boss fight, and then it goes into the second half of the boss fight. And he's got most of it like down, or you know, like,
Oh my god. Die, stupid pogo stick. Die, be dead.
he's got most of it down in that, like, you know, he can clear it, maybe not hitless, but he can clear it. And it's just that very last phase that he has yet to actually complete. And he's like, yeah, if I didn't have to do the 5 other things that kind of wear you down on the way, and all I had to do was that last phase, I would happily do it, you know, try like 100 times. Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Tilted.
Extremely.
Hades yeah, Hades, I mean, Hades is a great example. That's to me like the difference between like a Faudian and a roguelike is that, like, you know, there's like the physicality. I think that's an interesting thing if you look at something like Bennett Foddy versus Hades, is like in Hades they don't physically show you like tumbling back through all of the stuff, and it's also not exactly the same every time, even though it like rhymes, it's not exactly the same. And then you get the little ratchet of like you know, having like 5% more health or whatever, which makes it a lot more digestible in my opinion.
God, I'd do anything to play Hades. Good thing I own it. I can play it anytime.
Yeah, I was looking at that on the Steam sale this time too, and I was actually
like,
just talking to Brainoid about that like
ridiculous deal.
yesterday.
It's like $7.
Brainoid's been playing Hades too.
Oh my God.
And I was like, it's so exciting. I can't wait to come on, fucker.
Rob.
I can't wait to learn how many more years I'm gonna have to. Whoa, fucking damn it! Oh, I gave up on myself, and that's what killed me. That's fucked up. How many more years before Hades 2 will be out of early access? And I don't even know what they're like changing or adding or doing at this point. Like the game is basically done. It seems like.
Isn't it? Is it not out of early access?
No, it's still in fucking early access.
Oh. Yeah, Kyle was playing that extremely hard there for a minute. To the point where he like pretty much, you know, he was doing like 50 Hades runs and stuff. He's like extremely into it and kind of did the same thing in Hades 2, where he was like pushing it and pushed it pretty hard and was like, yeah, okay, I've done it for now. And it just, he's like, yeah, and pretty much every way, it's a more like satisfying game. It's different, and the way you have to approach things is very different. Your moveset's different. Like you've got like magic, and you've got the like just your general.
Come on,
is different. There's also like more than one.
Check me out.
And just all kinds of stuff.
Fucking fuck you.
You can like put down like a circle that keeps enemies out of it, I think. And that's like obviously a big component of the strategy.
Yeah, none of that sound. I mean, I'd give it a shot, but honestly, all I would really want out of Hades 2 is like all the same abilities you had the option of before, plus maybe you know, a couple new gods that have like different sorts of builds, new enemies and like new hazards and stuff. But I'm perfectly content with the original Hades like gameplay.
No, I think that too. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I think that could actually be a miss. Like it would miss the mark for me compared to the first one. Like again, to relate it back to like yesterday's Knowable stream, he was talking about how he played Bastion and really liked it, and then started playing Transistor, which is like the next game made by the same development company, and was like, yeah, it just felt different. It just didn't hit the same. I didn't like it as much. And it's like, yeah, just because they made one good game doesn't mean, oh my god. You know. Or like Hotline Miami 2 versus Hotline Miami 1. Like, it's cool they wanted to try ambitious things and do something a little different. But fundamentally, every step you take in a new direction kind of steps you away from what made the first one what it was.
Yeah, but at the same time, don't make me say the Henry Ford quote, you know? Like, Doom has been driving themselves in a major way away from their winning model with every one of their new games, and it seems to be working out pretty well for them. Like,
yeah, I'm sure there are people who like Transistor more than Bastion. I'm sure there are people who think that, you know, Hotline Miami 2 is better than Hotline Miami 1, or like really like the duo.
There definitely are, and
there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I guess what I'm ultimately what I'm trying to say is that like the concept of a sequel to a game that I really love doesn't attract me in the way one might expect.
Totally.
That like it's not more of the same. It's almost guaranteed not to be more of the same, and to me that's an unappealing prospect. Because I usually just want more of the same. You know, it's like fucking, I don't know. Most of the games I like, I think I'm just like, I wish there was way more.
You know?
Yeah,
do it again, but a little bigger. Personally, I'm fine with them trying something a little new for Hades 2, because Hades 1 is always there.
Yeah.
If I don't like it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying they shouldn't do it.
Replayability, it's like fine.
Right, again.
Iterate on your formula. Like I know where to go if I'm not happy.
Right. And yeah, that's all true. And you know, like I'm saying, it's not, I'm not trying to make a case against sequels. It's just that, like, I really liked Hades 1. I dumped so much time into Hades 1 when I first got it.
Yeah,
It was one of those,
same.
like, get home from work, do nothing but play Hades until I go to bed, wake up, catch an hour or two of Hades before I have to leave, and repeat. It's the same with, like, Deep Rock Galactic, you know? It's just, like, that's all I wanted to do. And so, like, I'm skeptical that the second one will have the same pull for me as that did.
You're a different person now too.
Sure. There is actually another game that I played in Steam Next Fest a couple months ago, Rainbreaker, that seems like it's kind of trying to do this, like, sort of weird, like, medieval cyberpunk take on Hades, but fundamentally is basically just Hades.
Okay.
I only played the demo, but I did enjoy it, and it felt a lot like how it felt to play Hades, with, like, a little bit of a new twist, but not enough to, like, make it feel like a fundamentally different game.
Almost everything I've been skeptical of and then ended up enjoying, I've enjoyed it more because of my initial skepticism.
Fuck!
I mean, that's like kind of how I was with like the Souls games. I was like, oh, these are, I've seen them, I'm aware of them, but they're not for me. I'm not that kind of gamer. And then I played them and was like, oh, they are for me, and I am that kind of gamer. And since I was skeptical going into it, I was so pleasantly surprised. It's tough going into something being like, I'm going to love this, you know? Even if you do love it, it kind of diminishes those feelings a little bit. It's great to be pleasantly surprised by a franchise.
Yeah. I'm extremely ambivalent about Dark Souls. There's a ton about it that I love, and then a ton about it that I just fucking hate.
Yeah, I find that all of the things that people are negative on just enhance the experience for me.
And so I am actually very eager to eventually play... Oh, maybe that's a game I should start playing. Play Elden Ring, because it seems like they've spent many iterations kind of eliminating a lot of the stuff where I'm like, why is it like this? It's like, put the bonfire outside of the extremely difficult boss fight.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I think I would say, 70, 80, 90% of people who have played all of the Souls game would say that Elden Ring is, in one way or another, the strongest entry. There are some people who really like Bloodborne. I think they would be like the biggest deviation. But like if you previously liked Dark Souls 3 the most, I would imagine Elden Ring is going to be your favorite. Like, it just does so many things right. I would say its biggest fault is that it's like an 80-hour game. If you're moving at an okay clip, it's just huge. It's crazy how big it is.
Yeah, and then didn't they release the, like, DLC, like, a year later? It was not even that much later.
Yeah, it was like 18 months.
That seems like one of their big triumphs, too, is just the amount of content that FromSoft has been able to produce.
I mean, and the DLC is considered to be, like, a perfect piece of DLC.
Off, dude. So this is also where I always got stuck.
It's not cute. Like the way you get fucked so hard in that one particular section if you make a mistake is...
Yeah, it's pretty unforgiving.
Yeah, it's not for me. I like pogo stick type things usually. I like pogo stuck. I mean, not enough to play it extensively, but what I did play, I thought it was less frustrating than some other Faudian games.
Ah, here we go.
Baldur's Gate 3 for me was one that I went into extremely skeptical. Well, like, I guess not skeptical, but I was like, this is not my game.
It also kind of fell flat on its face for you pretty much right away compared to people who really dig it. I really dig it. Like, what I love about Baldur's Gate 3 is that I basically get to play D&D without other people. It's like, I don't have to, like, have scheduling and all of that. It's like, it plays like a really good, like, do you want to know what it's like to play D&D combat encounters with, like, the minis and everything, and having, like, a computer to keep track of like who's on fire and where the ground is oily
Oh,
and
totally.
how many
Yeah.
more rounds are left on your fucking spirit guardian spell and shit. Like, mwah, love that, love that, love that. And I was really impressed by the breadth of it, even just playing through it twice. How many different things there were to see and things that I completely missed, and how characters interacted with me completely differently.
I think my
Um,
main mistake was playing it multiplayer for my first playthrough.
it's possible. I
Like
mean,
I felt like, we had to move at a certain speed. When I played it
well, it
my
seems like
second
you got.
time all the way through.
Oh, did you? I didn't
Yeah.
realize you did that.
Oh, I've played it like 3 times
Oh,
now.
I thought you just played that one time through with me where we got to the like Shadowland and you were like, "Yeah, this is kind of trash. Like, I don't really want to
No,
do
I
this
I
anymore."
fucking played it all the way through and did like pretty much everything. Like I would say I did 90% of the side content.
Mm-hmm.
I saw everything. I finished most of my companion storylines. The unspeakably good and well put together gaming experience,
Yeah.
to the point where whenever I'm with other friends who play video games and they're like, what should I play? It's like, you should try this game that I think that you're going to balk at initially, but I promise you it is well worth trying, even for full price, just giving it a shot, because if it
Mm-hmm.
hits, it's going to be one of the most memorable gaming experiences of
Yeah.
like your adult life.
Have you played Disco Elysium yet?
No.
You should. I don't. I mean, I think you'd like it. It's very smart. It's very like it kind of takes it. You lose out on the combat, and so it's basically a point and click adventure game. You know.
That's fine for me. I've always thought that I'm not actually smart enough to enjoy what that game is presenting.
I think you'll like it. I think that it does. If you like Baldur's Gate 3, I think it's a fair bet. If you like Baldur's Gate 3, there's a lot of what it does or sort of similar keynotes, having that again breadth of like character interaction.
Sure.
And like the entire first time I was playing through Disco Elysium, I was just sitting there going, I can't wait to play this through with a different build because the game is going to be so different.
Yeah, totally. I've just always thought that everything the game is trying to convey to you, like the failure of communism and all of that, like I don't like understand that. I have like zero context for any of that.
You don't really need to. You don't have to like have a philosophy degree to get the vibes of Disco Elysium. Like they do a perfectly good job of kind of like measuring that out to you in a way. And regardless, it's like the like bank of characters that exist in your mind and the voice acting and stuff, it's like a Douglas Adams book or something. It's just like a joy. It's like you clearly know more about this than I do, but you're presenting it to me in such an engaging way that
Sure.
I'm completely entertained.
I've not played Sunless Sea or Sunless Sky, but I am very aware of them, and I've seen them played semi-extensively.
All right, all you gotta do in this game is move left and
I
right.
bet Nick would really like those.
Sunless Skies. I don't know it. It doesn't ring a bell. D-pad? You gotta give it to the guy. There you go. I don't know why one is popping out like that every time. That's
Too
sort of
fast.
weird. Oh, because he hasn't like cleared yet.
We don't even know what he wants, so.
Maybe replace book reading streams with Sunless Skies. Yeah, maybe. I still haven't really thought about what I'm gonna do for book reading if we were to do anything. We could just do a reading game. That's close. And it seems like, it's a cute idea to do the reading streams, but they do wear on my throat quite a lot, and I just don't think you have to have like a group of people who are like deeply engaged and make sure to catch every Sunday and follow along for those to be like super valuable, I feel like. Unless I wanted to turn them into like YouTube shit where I could like put the series up on YouTube and be like, go watch the entire series. Which I think technically I do. I'm pretty sure all the streams archive indefinitely on YouTube. But I haven't like built playlists out of them that are like, here's all the streams where we did Amara's Rose or whatever. Brown, blue, pink. Called that a gender sandwich.
Yeah. I'd put an American flag toothpick in that and munch right down. Cats?
Huge meta game. Okay. I'll give it a look today. See what it looks like.
Everybody I've seen played it loves it.
Is it voice acted? Like fully voice acted, or am I doing all the reading?
Does anybody want cats?
It's not voice acted. All right. I honestly think the strongest thing in this whole jam is how many games have had like incredible soundtrack. Like I think this soundtrack is very good. Cat.
Yeah, I gotta get one.
Pink. Brown. Cat.
Brown, brown.
Brown, brown, blue. Brown, brown, blue.
Lavender.
Oh, really? What is it when you're not reading? Like, what kind of game is it? Is it like a tactics game, an RPG?
Did it.
Good one, huh?
Yeah.
Short and sweet.
Yeah.
But very fun. I thought the music and the way that breaks apart as it goes were both particularly good.
The art is very striking in those games.
Exploration game. What does that mean?
What?
What's an exploration game?
Can you not comprehend that?
Describe to me another game that you would describe as an exploration game.
Skyrim.
That's an action RPG.
I don't know, man. I think you're mostly exploring in that game.
That might be true, but I don't think anyone would describe it as a exploration game. Like, I don't know. I don't know it as like a genre. Like when I hear exploration game, what I think is like, I don't know, an adventure game. And when you say something is like an exploration game, kind of what it makes me think, although I'm seeing already that I'm contradicted in this, is it's like, oh, so there's no combat at all. Like you're just going around and looking at things, you know, like Myst. The Myst is like an exploration game. Yeah, exactly. But that's what I mean is exploration game isn't really a genre.
I mean, it could, you know, I guess maybe it is if it is.
It's not a heuristic I've ever heard anyone use. So I'm not saying it's an inaccurate description. I'm just saying that it doesn't have something for me to immediately key into.
Breath of the Wild is an exploration game.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, again, adventure game, but all right.
I mean, yeah, just, you know, when they're like, hey, there's no more tasks to do, go out and find stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, your main goal is exploration. And sure, there might be some combat mixed in there, but like you see a desert off in the distance and you're like, huh, I wonder what's in that desert. I might go exploration it.
Yeah, that's an adventure game.
Sounds like you've put yourself in a little bit of a box here.
It sounds to me like you're trying to make a case for there being a genre called exploration, but everything you're describing is just adventure games. Like, it's just adventure games.
You should Google exploration games and see what comes up.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one's weird. This one actually kind of reminds me of like a Sapazu game. I don't know if I... Okay, so... Oh, it breaks if I do that. I guess you can just read it. There's instructions at the bottom. You could also say it's a horror game, yeah. Let's take a look. Wait, am I Googling Sunless Skies or exploration game?
First exploration game to prove me right, and then Sunless Skies.
How are you going to be proven right here?
When you see the list and you're like, oh, okay, I see that. I see how that's a thing.
Okay, so the top 4 games they list are Skyrim, action RPG, Subnautica, survival game, Enshrouded, I don't know what that is. That's the like
Oh, that's a game that I'd
newer,
like to play.
that's the newer like sort of Skyrim copycat, right?
I'd say it's
I
more
mean,
like
it's
a
not.
Valheim copycat.
Okay, anyway, and then the last one is most justifiably, you could argue, is an exploration game, Outer Wilds.
Oh my god. That is probably the best game I've ever played. I enjoyed Outer Wilds more than I can even say. I tried it once and it didn't click with me, and then I tried it again like 6 months later, and it like was transformative. I just fucking loved it.
Mm-hmm. Which I'd say that's another one that, like, I think that's a very appropriate description, but also could very arguably be called like a puzzle game. It's a very
Outer
unique,
Wilds?
yeah,
Oh, I'd say it is a puzzle game.
yeah. Have you read what you're supposed to do yet?
Said hit the ice cream machine.
Read the whole thing.
Okay.
Oh, Train in Space. Okay, you've got my attention. It's under $10 on Steam right now. Oh, so Sunless Sea is the first one. Should I play that first?
Yeah.
Also, $7 right now. How old is this? I see. Yeah. A lot of the things that come up are like, so I found this game kind of disappointing. Maybe if I can just see like a trailer. Take the helm of a steamship.
I did it.
Nice. It's like a top-down kind of. Huh. I mean, it looks kind of interesting. Sanity mechanics, great.
I mean, I think one of the most interesting things about it is that it's not
Cannibal.
like a AAA game, and it's got like its own vision, and it
Mm-hmm.
executes it pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, it does. I don't know. It could be interesting. I mean, I do like stuff like that. That's like, the
What?
broad appeal is perhaps missing because they were so uncompromising in their like sense of what they wanted to do and how they wanted it done. And like, I tend to favor that sort of stuff over like big visuals and like all that kind. Like Caves of Cud. I really love Caves of Cud. That's like, it's just fucking weird, and like I think a lot of people really wouldn't get it. It's, control set is like arcane by modern standards, and like it just does not hold your hand at all. Like I could see people just being like, I don't get this at all, but I loved it.
I know, it seems like you should play Path of Acra.
Maybe. Yeah, I was actually very surprised to discover I've got like something like 400 something hours in Deep Rock and 100 hours in Caves of Cud.
He fell on my hammer.
Which seems nuts because I only played Caves of Cud for like 3 weeks, and I played Deep Rock Galactic for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So, and again, it was one of those games where
Oh my God.
once I picked it up and once I understood what was going on, it was like all I wanted to do. Yeah, I mean, it's so cheap. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't grab it up and give it a shot, especially if it's coming recommended, you know?
I mean, you can return it too.
I mean, I don't know if that's the sort of game that you would know how much you really like it after 2 hours.
2 hours is quite a while. It's enough time to get past the intro and probably into like the actual meat of the game and almost everything.
Yeah, maybe. Don't. Oh, hit by ice cream.
I know, like, pretty much. I don't know if there's a game I could think of off the top of my head that I would be like unsure of after 2 full hours. Besides, like an MMO or something that requires, by
Sure.
its nature, hundreds or thousands of hours.
I mean, I think I could probably. It would be a struggle for me to just come up with them off the top of my head, but I don't think that it would be out of line for me to say there are some games where I was like, I don't know about this, and then post 2 hours of playing it, I can go, oh wait, like I get it now, and I actually do quite like it. I mean, again, I feel like Caves of Cud came with so much praise that I sort of powered through it, but the first like 10 hours I was playing the game, I did not get it at all. And there's certain games like that, like even sort of simpler ones like RimWorld, where like in the first 2 hours you're still baby steps. You don't fucking understand
I mean,
what
I would
you're
argue
doing.
that RimWorld is exactly the kind of game I'm talking about being perfectly acceptable to be unsure after 2 hours.
Yeah. And and it's like it just
What?
keeps like getting better the better you hit like that rhythm.
Man, I put 300 hours into RimWorld in about 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That was some marathon gaming on my part. I had quit playing RuneScape. I had gotten bored and was like, I need something else.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need to try something else. And I don't have no idea how I even got to, like, that is not my typical kind of game.
Yeah.
But boy, oh boy, it's
Yeah.
so easy to mod. It's like got all like built-in mod support. So you just
Mhm.
like on the menu page, just be like add mods
Yeah.
from workshop.
Which is really how all games should be.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen that option and disliked it. It's like pretty much a list of approved mods.
Mhm.
Like, sign me the fuck up.
Yeah.
And there's so many good ones for RimWorld. Just like vanilla expanded, it's completely works with vanilla, which is what I have, and it just makes everything better. No downsides.
Mm-hmm.
Some people complain about there not being gates. Well, there's 16 gates. You know, like,
yeah.
okay, I
mean-
can't do it.
Didn't you already do it once?
Kind of.
What do you mean kind of?
I mean, I did it mostly.
Scroll while holding to rotate.
Not important.
What do you mean scroll when holding?
Hold an object and then do the scroll wheel.
Oh. Pff.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't need
doesn't-
that.
Doesn't matter.
So, the trick to this game is that the number of people on the stage is tied to how many ice cream scoops you have on your cone. So what you want to do is just knock out all your ice cream scoops right away so there's only one person who can be hit.
That's what I was doing, and then they'd like walk into the ice cream.
Yeah, they're pretty stupid.
Dude walked into the hammer and like bumped his dick on it, and it was like game over.
Yeah.
He got hit, and it's like fuck off. He walked into my fist, and you're gonna send me
Oh, no.
to prison? Don't worry, it's coming back.
No!
Some guy was hit.
I like when you just say okay.
Yeah, the only thing it changes is the confetti at the end. Which is exactly how a game jam should be. I am the arbiter of game jams. Watch out, he's gonna walk into your ice cream.
This motherfucker.
You should stack it up by the machine.
I can't control how.
You can pick up the ice cream and move it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can make like a little wall right by the machine so
Oh.
it like corrals in. That was my strategy, and then he bumped his dick on the hammer. One time though, the single dude walked into the bottom left corner and
Oh my
didn't
God.
leave. And that
Mhm.
was like the money right there. That was great. Uh-oh.
I got 12 out, I think. No, he's back. He's headed back up to his little corner. Nope, fucker. Stay
No,
away
no,
from
no,
my
no, no, no.
creams. Where are you going, man? You don't need to come over
God,
here.
no, keep him away from there.
He tripped on an ice cream. God damn it.
You need to lay down some cougar piss.
What is this? What am I?
You can buy bottles of cougar piss on Amazon.
Yeah, so I've heard. Actually, I think so I've seen even. Chugga 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 chugga. Ah, skyless skies. Oh, there's a lot to see.
It gave me a lot of
That
like
they dropped the
FTL
bears?
vibes.
What? This?
Like in that like you go places and are presented with like text-based options. You like
mhm.
make decisions based on the information presented.
Yeah.
People aren't always truthful. It seemed like the writing was one of those games that like didn't treat you like a fucking idiot
Mm-hmm.
and like this unreliable narrator kind of shit,
Yeah.
which I always really appreciate in this type of game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's cool meeting like a ship of refugees and they're like, "Help, we've been harried by pirates." And they're like, "Bitch, we are the pirate." It's like, yeah, that's just sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me want to not help people, but like in a video game way.
So you're saying that's what Sunless Skies is kind of like?
I think that's the game that it was like the Proto Celeste Game Jam version,
What was?
whatever that was.
Oh, that was something that Brainoid made.
Oh,
for-
so it's an
for-
homage
like,
to Sunless
yeah, I think
Skies.
so, yeah.
Very cool. Well, it looked good
oh,
enough to
Fire
fool this
Punch.
casual.
Fire Punch. It's a
Fire
terrible
Punch!
Pokemon move.
No, it's not. It's fine. 75 base power, chance to inflict burn, can be learned by a ton of non-Firemon.
Oh, so it is a Pokemon move.
Of course it's a
Yeah.
Pokemon move. Yeah, it's in the Fire, Ice, Thunder Punch suite. Typically learned by fighting Pokemon, but also many others.
Mm.
It's learned by Pokemon with hands. You know, that's a prerequisite. Who's talking to
All right, I don't think I was able to beat this one. So let's see if you can do better.
me?
I don't remember the control. Oh, there you go.
WASD. Left shift. Okay. Okay.
And by parry, I think they mean just punch a guy. Yeah. Ask not for who the machine creams. It creams for thee.
Dude, I'd love a machine that creamed me. That'd be amazing. You know what to get me for Christmas?
A soft serve machine?
Sure.
Sounds like one of those things that like a 14-year-old asks for and then uses a couple times and
It's
then
so gross.
Yeah, and then it stops and then just leaves it, forgets all about it.
Jeremy, you have to clean your soft serve machine after every serve. That's Jeremy's mom.
Yeah. Who does she sound like? She sounds like a character off of like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. She sounds like the
Jeremy!
She sounds like the crow.
You have to clean your ice cream machine after every serve.
Yeah, that sounds just like the crow from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. No hit feedback? No, I don't think so. Oh, that's your life bar up in the top. And if you punch guys, you get health back.
Oh, okay. It's called Flame Punch because you should only be punching.
And flaming. I think maybe shooting also takes life or like
Looks like
energy. So,
Oh my god, be dead. Don't you love being dead? Please, more enemies.
would it be possible to die in a game and not get death feedback? Isn't it like kind of extremely apparent when you've died? I would think it would be hard not to give death feedback. Oh, you mean death feedback like you were killed by this guy.
I want a stat screen.
I wonder how you could actually implement that, like make a game where you can die, but the game doesn't tell you you've died. Is that too high concept? Would that be frustrating?
Pretty meta.
Yeah. Oh, enemy deaths. Yeah. You're not getting little hit sounds. And it's the best part of Team Fortress 2. Ding 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 ding. Sounds good, feels good.
Yeah, or COD getting the white crosshair.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, with the thunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we have
The
desktop
headshot
audio.
fucking
Actually, no.
What?
I didn't switch the desktop audio from my headphones to the soundbar when I started this up today. I forgot.
Okay, we will.
Can you maybe kind of lightly, vaguely hear it? Maybe a little tiny bit? Yeah, there's music. No, I don't think you did either, but yeah, I should still switch it. What's wrong, Ryan?
Game's too hard.
Maybe you're not hard enough.
I'm rock hard. Okay? We're talking about creaming. I'm in my zone. I'm in my lane. I'm moisturized. I'm in my lane. I'm feeling good. Unbothered, you know? You know. What moisturizer do you use?
Hilarious.
It's too loud now.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm Team Brainoid. I read the chat.
Wait, is Brainoid modded? You can fix the volume.
Yeah, all you have to do is # bang volume down percentage, and then you've got to know how high you want it, and then close brackets. But for real though, it is pretty complicated.
Yeah, it's a little complicated.
It's overly complicated. There just needs to be a sound down, and it does like 10%.
I mean, I could probably do a redeem that tells StreamerBot to do that same mod command and have it be like turn it down or turn it up, and it would like hold a variable that is the current decibel level and then just increase or decrease it by 5.
That's thinking. Yeah, we can. You ever heard of what's it called? The remote desktop thing? Get you on the remote
desktop. Have I ever heard of remote desktop? Yeah. Are you joking?
Do you do it
I've done it.
from your phone?
Not from my phone, no.
Kyle does it to AFK RuneScape at work.
Nice. That's one of the funnest things to show normies, that they're like, whoa, he's in the computer, you know, like call the IT department and suddenly your computer's like mouse is moving and they're like, oh,
Watch out!
amazing.
You're gonna die.
How is he doing that? Oh shit.
I told Kyle, I was like, isn't that time theft? Aren't you stealing their time?
Goddamn right.
Isn't that a felony?
A felony? I don't think so.
Felony time theft? That sounds
I don't-
fucking tight. Sounds like you're some sort of wizard.
I don't think it's even technically a crime.
Sounds like a crime that Doctor Strange would take you to like intergalactic court for.
Maybe.
Time theft. Awesome.
But like, you know, if wage theft prosecution is any indicator, well, no, you're on the poor side of things, so they probably would come after you if it was a crime.
Yeah, they'd be like, you're defrauding some poor business owner.
Yeah. Won't somebody think of the millionaires?
I do all the time. I think about doing horrible things. You gotta be clicking. Yeah, you gotta be clicking like crazy.
Come on, get fucking punched.
It would be a lot easier to play the game, honestly, if you could just hold the shoot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where, like, it kind of gives you, like, gun... Like,
Oh, are you
recoil.
holding a fire or is your index finger on fire? Unclear. I didn't read the lore.
What's the difference?
Between holding a fire and being on fire?
I mean, wouldn't you both, you know, are pretty functionally identical?
I suppose.
I guess being on fire is something I could do, but I couldn't hold the fire like some sort of fire bender.
Well, it's like, if you look at it, it's like either my hand is like a gun and the tip of my finger is on fire, or I've like reached down and picked up a chunk of a bonfire like a bouquet of flowers, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, catch this bouquet.
You ever caught a bouquet at a wedding?
No. I think I've been to like 3 weddings my entire life.
That's good.
And
That's a good number.
I didn't particularly want to be at any of them.
I used to cater a lot of weddings, so I've been to hella.
Yours was fine. That was the most active choice of a wedding I've been to, and that one was fine.
Yeah, that was a
Besides
good wedding.
that, it was basically church.
That was a
just like,
banging wedding.
it's like, you have to come with me to my boring adult friend's wedding to his boring adult wife, and you've never really met either of them, but we're going. Don't fuck around.
That happened to
Ugh.
me one time, where one of Kyle's ex-girlfriends was getting married, or no, her friend was getting married, and it's like, oh, do you want to come with me and Kyle, and I'll bring a girl for you to be like her plus one. And it's a
Fun.
You can it's a blind date at a Catholic wedding. It was like
I mean,
the most uncomfortable thing ever. It was also one of the only times I ever went on a date.
I'd say it's like a 90-10 chance that it's gonna suck, but there is that 10% chance where like it could be really fun.
The
Like,
priest might have a heart attack or something.
well,
It'd be
no,
hella
like what
funny
if
and
your date is
memorable.
actually like the redeeming thing that's like, oh, they don't really super want to be here either, but they're like funny and hanging out with you, and you're like, oh, thank goodness I have this person here who is also sort of irreverent about this entire situation. You know, a little co-conspirator action rather than being like, behave yourself.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm
She
saying.
wasn't that, but
Okay, surprise.
yeah.
It seems like
She
the
was nice. She was fine.
seems like the only lore in Fire Punch is it's an odd world where you fight ice cream machines with your fire punch. That's it.
It's inspired by Ultra Kill.
Which seems like something I should play.
Yeah, you could like it. The shotgun is a thing.
What do you mean?
It's a I've seen the shotgun from Ultra Kill put in other games. That was in our Minecraft realm that we were doing for a long time.
Oh, that skull that
Yeah,
like
that-
pushed you backwards?
That was the shotgun from Ultra Kill.
Go to every possible wedding and look for the ones who look uninterested in the wedding. Like become wedding crashers?
I mean, people say that a wedding is an excellent place to meet somebody.
God, am I gonna have to be Vince Vaughn?
Could you be Vince
And
Vaughn?
you're Owen Wilson? Well, I'm not Owen Wilson.
I could be Owen Wilson.
I feel like I'm more Vince Vaughn than Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
As much as that pains me to say out loud. He doesn't seem like a... Is he a cool guy? I'm not really sure. He seems like one of those guys that's like... Turns out he's kind of not a cool
I
guy.
think he's probably fine.
Hmm.
He was one of those actors that was everywhere for a while, and then as soon as everybody was getting tired of him, he took off,
Hmm.
which is
That's
respectable.
nice, yeah.
You know? I know he's a writer. He like writes a bunch of those comedies or is on the writing team,
Mm-hmm.
which is also pretty cool.
Wedding police. Oh, go in and like rescue people from wedding, like Nick and Ryan wedding rescue. Be like, you to find anyone who looks miserable and be like, you need to come with me right now.
The
Like,
groom, we're taking you. We're taking you to a titty bar. That's gonna piss your fiance off so bad.
oh my gosh. All right. Let's go take a break, and when we come back, we'll play Ice Cream Gun, which I can tell you right now got second place in the jam.
Really?
And not because it says it right here in front of me, but because I already looked at the results.
You knew that just
I
off
did.
the top of your head?
I did.
Who got first?
Kids Want Ice Cream.
Is it good?
No.
Is it on your
I mean,
list?
it's not on my list, actually. I skipped it. Yeah. So the thing about Kids Want Ice Cream is that the art's very good. And the sound is really interesting. Like, the music is good. And then also, when you hit enemies, they go, yum, 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 yum. And they do it like, you know how in Minecraft, when you're swinging around, it's always on like a tick? So it comes out rhythmic no matter what?
Yeah.
It does that. And not only does it do that, but it seems that they follow like a melody where it's like there's a sequencer playing in the background.
Yeah.
And every time you hit someone, it plays that particular chunk of the sequencer. So it's like you're kind of doing your own little like soloing part of the song. It's a very, very cool, like dynamic sound sort of thing to do. But the game itself is extremely boring. It's just you have a cannon, which is essentially just a line that bisects the entire screen, and the enemies come in from the top, and
Oh, okay.
and that's all you do. This one, the Kids Want Ice Cream.
Looks arcadey.
Yeah, so it looks nice. It plays fine. It's
And
just
you
that,
feed them up.
yeah, and you feed them up. The fat kids take more.
Dated.
Yeah.
Okay. Fat kids are also people.
It's true.
It is true. They spend money like the rest of us. They're people.
All right, we'll be right back. Also, the break song is gone because I was moving a bunch of material from my computer to my external hard drive to make space because I've been juggling the same like 100 gigs. And I was like, I bet there's a bunch of sound files and like old videos from like unedited, like hours long videos that I have or something. And I accidentally moved the break song into.
It's in the digital prison.
It's in the digital prison.
Nice, dude.
Well, I should probably go pay all my bills.
Where?
My internet. Oops.
You're not on auto pay?
No. No, I don't like the idea of that, because then they would, you know, I don't like people taking my money without my permission, like my express permission.
I was gonna say you are giving your permission by doing auto pay.
Oh, crap. Also, my stupid fucking debit card is turned off.
Why?
Something weird happened where I went to get gas at Safeway, and it was like authorization required, and I was like, what? Okay, I'll go inside, I guess, and beeped it there, and it was like authorization required, like it's denied, and I was like, all right, and then paid with cash, and then got onto my fucking banking thing on my phone in the parking lot, and it was like history of transactions that completely tracked, and it was like, yep, no problem. And then 2 charges to that Safeway for $200. Like they had like a fucking card skimmer or something on their machine that was like trying to like secretly take $200. It was very weird. It's not like I had like got my identity stolen or anything, but it was just
I mean, I would have a new debit card sent out for sure.
Yeah, I didn't ask them for a new debit card. I was just like, I pulled it up, and they were like, "Do you recognize these transactions?" And I was like, "Yes and no. I recognize they're from Safeway, but I don't recognize trying to give anybody $400." And then they were like, "You got it, Chief. Card's turned off. We'll send you a new one." And I was like, "Wait, I need that."
Oh, you don't want that, you know.
And then I went and returned the U-Haul, and they were like, I had to like prepay for it, but we went a little bit farther than we thought. So there was $1.11 overage, and it was after hours drop off. So there was nobody there.
Sure.
And I mercifully had another card that I could pay the stupid $1.11 with, but otherwise I would have had to like get a hold of somebody and been like, "Can you give me your bank card information so I can give U-Haul $1.11, please, so I can go home?" Like,
my bank will print out a new debit card like at the bank. So I've had, you know, a weird charge at a Walmart I didn't recognize before, and it's like, shut it down, shut it all down.
Okay, I think this one is just WASD and click to shoot.
Okay. Boop, boop.
And you do have ammo, so keep that in mind. And different ice cream flavors are different kinds of gun. Watch out, that guy up top's heating up. Oh, do you slip in the ice cream? I didn't notice that.
Please be enough. Okay.
Oh, is it saying strawberry?
I think so, yeah.
Chocolato.
Pistachio.
I think it's chocolate chip mint. Or pepperminto, is that what she said? You're so dead.
Like the classic Super Nintendo fire. Oh my god.
Do you think there's an arcade game of any kind that does the like Halo Warthog thing as like a 2-person thing?
Halo.
but like an arcade tower where one person gets to sit in like a car seat and drive with pedals and a wheel, and then the other person gets like a mounted light gun and gets to be like, sounds like something they'd have at GameWorks.
Yeah, it sounds like a nice arcade machine.
Jeez, you are such a bad driver.
I hate these controls. Annoying.
How would you prefer it to be? Up is up, down is down, left is left, right is right? Oh. I don't mind this system at all. But then I also like games like Super Off-Road. That's a game that I grew up with that I always really, really liked. That, like, isometric, like, you can see the entire racetrack in your little mini car kind of thing. And I think those control like that. Nice, doing great. I like that they're robots, but they're, like, clearly skeletons. Makes me think of a guy who's like, ever since I was a young boy, I wanted to raise the dead. But, alas, I'm no magician. I'm merely a genius artificer. And that's why I had to become the techno-necromancer.
Son, don't call yourself an artificer.
You never support me, Dad. That's why the skeletons are coming for you first. It's what drove me to madness.
Sure, blame me for all your
And then
problems.
I took out my dad's skeleton and put one of my robot skeletons in, so now he's one of my main zombies.
It's very anime of you.
Techromancer. No, that sounds wrong. Sounds like I'm Donatello from the Ninja Turtles, if you know what I mean.
I don't.
He does machines.
Oh. I don't know about them.
About what?
The turtles.
Oh, it's in the theme song.
I've never heard the theme song.
You've never heard the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme song?
I don't think so.
That's insane.
What's it sound
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja... That song?
like? That's all I know of it.
Oh. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team.
Are they?
They're heroes in a half shell, and they're green. They might be in their world, but they live in, like, a pretty small world. I don't think there's much crossover. Like, the Ninja Turtles kind of exist in, like, a weird dimension of their own, where they're, like, the only metahumans, you
There's
know?
no, like, Jackie Chan Adventures crossover.
Oh, there's a million. No,
Comes
there's a
like-
million Ninja Turtles crossovers, but like, I think as far as the like in-world universe goes, is like, you know, in Marvel, it's like, oh, there's the Avengers, and then there's also Spider-Man. But imagine a world where it's like only Spider-Man, you know? He's the only hero in the world.
Sounds lonely.
Well, you know, he still has like Aunt May, I guess. And MJ.
Uncle Tom.
No, what?
What's his name?
Uncle Ben?
Yeah, whatever.
And the Ninja Turtles, you know, they have each other. They're a foursome.
Yo,
What?
don't call it that.
You toss April O'Neil and Casey Jones in there, they're a sixsome. 37, that's definitely way higher than I ever got in this game.
Hey, he's an ice cream man. It's okay. I wish the controls were different.
Well, I can't help you there, unfortunately. Maybe somebody could, but it's not me.
Thanks, Automod. They
Did it
they held that message.
It just held it, did they not? Alright. Wait, what? Spoon Man? What, like the Stone Temple Pilots song? Or the...
Spoon Man! Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and
Is that what he's saying?
And he's a real guy, and he's from here. Did you know that?
No.
Soundgarden.
No.
I knew it was one of those. I knew it was like Pearl Jam or one of
They're
those.
all the exact
They're all the
same.
same fucking
Yeah, they're all
band.
the same.
Yeah, he's like he is or was a real guy that like played spoons at like the Fremont Farmers Market or some shit.
I thought they were saying Stone Man.
No, Spoon Man.
I thought he was like some sort of golem.
No. Stone Man.
He performed in his own song.
That's
Chad.
That's fun. Could you imagine? Could you imagine like being a local like busker personality, and then some band like gets real big and is like, hey, we grew up with you around and we'd really like you to be in one of our extremely popular songs.
I had a friend who really liked that kind of rock, like all of that suite of rock.
Yeah.
Seattle Plus,
Mm-hmm.
and it gave me great disdain for it.
Oh.
Not because I didn't like
Because
his
it's like
friend.
overplayed.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
just
that's
like all
how-
he listened to for like 10 years.
That's how I feel about bluegrass. Because I
Oh,
used to
sure.
go on those trips to Montana with the boys from Indiana every summer for like 4 or 5 summers in a row.
They're big
And they all
bluegrass fans.
loved bluegrass and like jam bands and shit. And I got so sick. It's all that I ever wanted to listen to. And it's not like I hate that music, but like I just didn't really listen to it to begin with, and cultivated quite a lot of contempt for it over the course of all that time.
I love bluegrass. I'm a big fiddle fan. Do robots dream of electric ice cream? Let's find out.
This one is just WAC or the arrow keys if you want to do that.
Oh,
And space is dash.
okay. I'll do arrows. Just for a change of pace.
Spoon me with your spoon. Metallica album? I don't know. Iron Horse, who makes bluegrass covers of famous metal bands. Oh, interesting. See, I actually do kind of like that
Oh,
stuff.
this guy. I know this guy.
He's like a Kenny asset, I think. To this day, still one of my favorite albums, one of my most like loved. Like, I don't listen to it anymore, really, but like I listened to the shit out of it as a teenager, and that I really, really always liked was the third BYO Split series album. That is 6 songs by NoFX played by Rancid, and 6 songs written by Rancid played by NoFX with their own like spin on it. I think that shit is super cool. I love hearing a good cover. I guess we can all say a good cover transcends its source material and stands on its own in a uniquely different way. Sometimes to the point where people are like, "Oh yeah, that Nirvana song, The Man Who Sold the World."
Does he just die over time?
Yeah, he's got a health bar down at the bottom. All you got to do is stay alive.
And avoid him up. Okay.
You're dangerously low on ice cream. Get some Mario ball and chains in there. Oh, can you not touch the little robots? Oh man, I saw on the Steam sale yesterday that they, in addition to the Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3 remaster that I got for free from Prime Gaming, that there's also a Tomb Raider 4, 5, 6 remaster collection.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even know there were 6 Tomb Raider games.
Yeah, I don't think that the later ones are like viewed very fondly. I'm pretty sure 1, 2, and 3 are like the critically acclaimed, like, whoa, they were really doing something interesting.
Yeah.
And then the like PS3 ones are like pretty.
It's like we gotta make a Tomb Raider game. People will buy it.
I think they've been trying to like redo a good Tomb Raider game for like 15 years. And the most recent one is generally liked.
The one that's just called Tomb Raider again?
Yeah. They're like,
I played a little bit of that.
returned to their roots.
I didn't
and,
dislike it.
You know, it's got puzzles and temples, and
Yeah.
I think that like Call of Duty did such a number on any game with a gun that for a while there they like lost their way.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I honestly, I think there's a fair argument to be made that Tomb Raider practically doesn't even need its guns. It's like the least interesting part of the... I've only been playing number 1, the remaster, but the gunplay is dog shit and like not fun or interesting. It's almost like it just has to be there because they wanted the cover photo to be of a woman with 2 big old guns. Ooh. Ah. All right, harvest the next crab pot. Or whatever, like, hilariously mundane thing I'm sure you're doing.
Right on my phone,
Yeah.
I'm mining amethyst.
Yeah,
for
mining
dart tips.
amethyst.
I need dart tips. I'm out. I'm an Iron Man, so I stand alone. I can't just buy these things.
Oh.
If I don't mine amethyst, nobody's gonna give me dart tips, or arrowheads, or javelin heads, or whatever.
Is that a good thing to make that sort of stuff out of? I would think you would want, like, you know, obsidian or something.
No, this is just fine. They're the second best dart tips in the game.
What's the best?
Dragon.
Why aren't you mining dragon?
I can't mine dragon. You have to get those as boss drops. And I need dart tips to kill the bosses. So you
Well,
see
that
what kind
is-
of a predicament I'm in.
That is a product that needs to exist.
Huh.
Boss drops, video game themed, like, lozenges.
Oh, yum. Dragon flavor.
Bowser berry. GLaDOS and honey.
God damn it. Possible.
Yeah. So my issue with this one was that all the little white particle effects make it way too fucking busy, and it gets really, really hard
Oh yeah,
to,
the
like...
particle effects make it too busy. You're right. It's fine otherwise.
I think it's, you know, approachable otherwise.
Good luck existing in any other way than just running around the exterior.
I mean, that's not how I played it, and I got about
Yeah,
as far
let's
as you
see-
did.
let's see you
I didn't
play
use the
middle,
dash
baby.
either.
What?
I almost never used the dash. Ow. Damn it. Ah. Fucking shit. Ah. Ah.
Yeah. About the same.
What is this? Oh, it's the bluegrass band. Here, I'll pull.
It's like we're going to Montana.
Yeah. Oh, now do gin and juice. Am I right?
Are you right?
Yeah.
Like for a cover?
I mean, I'm pretty sure this band, or at least a band a lot like it probably is this band, has done gin and juice.
He's got his little Mando.
This guy?
Yeah.
Little swirly.
Yeah. The stand-up bass player seems super bored.
I like how they all look like my dad's friends.
I think that's older men for you.
Yeah.
I think I see my future hairline in this video.
All right, now that the VOD's muted. I think I'm actually gonna skip
I dated a
these.
girl for a long time who had a mandolin, and she like ruined my life with it. Playing it all the time and not understanding social cues, like people being like, "Ugh, she's got the mandolin again," and it's just like, who wants to hear 15 mandolin songs? It's like, no, please. I'm glad that's over.
All right, I'm not sure this one really gives you instructions, so I'll do my best to guide your hand. I think it's mostly arrow keys and then space bar.
Whoa!
Yeah.
This bitch be moo.
So you pick up those, whatever, those things, and you throw them at the portal.
Huh?
I don't think you have health. And then he'll turn into ice cream, then you pick up the ice creams and throw them into that thing, and it gives you money. And then now that you have money, you can step on that button down in the bottom right, and it'll make a factory that produces more of those little, E? Yeah, and now that'll produce more of those little, I don't know what those are, those Ziploc bags?
Bags of Coke. This spider's a Coke head. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to accuse the spider.
Are you
of
wasting
being
your ice cream?
I didn't mean to. Give me the Coke.
And I think all portals take at least 2 hits to kill, but the bags do have like an AoE. And if you get hit, you drop your shit. You don't have life, but you only have another 4 minutes and 20 seconds to score points.
Was this like
And-
somebody's dream and they made it into a video game?
I like the
So
little...
random.
I like the spider wizard hat. I think he's cool.
This is maybe escalating a little too quickly.
Oh, yeah. Well, you didn't immediately start squashing portals efficiently.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's just not how real life works.
What about this looks like real life to you?
I mean, you know, video games should be based around real life expectations of skill and knowledge.
Okay. You had me in the first half of that sentence. I was like, you're insane. That's the most insane take I've ever heard. That you're just going to say video games should be based on real life.
It's like just because a Mario day is 1 minute doesn't mean I can learn one day's worth of knowledge in a minute. You gotta ramp it up slowly.
Well,
This is impossible.
the best part of video games that is not like real life is that if you fail, you can just start all over again, no problem. With everything you know now.
That's real life too. People fail all the time and start over.
But not like from the beginning.
Well, I mean, yeah, from the beginning, you failed making a company, you start a new company
But from
the beginning.
You
Yeah,
know
you don't
what
get to
you know what
start
they
a
say.
company 3 weeks in.
You only get to come out of that birth canal once.
No, not if you've got like
Some
a weird
people not
birth
at all.
canal fetish. And you make like an artificial womb to crawl out of.
Every morning.
Yeah, you know? It's like a tight latex tunnel.
Yeah, that
And
sounds.
you like birth yourself into the day.
Boy, yeah, that sounds like some Buffalo Bill shit.
Get all like Vaselined up and like climb through the tunnel.
Ugh. I mean, if that's your thing, I guess. I can't tell you what to do with your money.
Where am I? R. It's fucking stupid.
You're also you're picking up and throwing one Ziploc bag at a time. That's suboptimal.
Where are you, Portal?
Waiting in the womb with a developed brain would be hell. Probably. I mean,
hell again. This could be very good
well,
for
it's
some
basically
people.
solitary confinement, which fucks you up.
Oh yeah, like we're already not fucked up, please.
I mean, in ways that, like, have you ever heard anybody talk about their time in, like, solitary
Yeah,
confinement?
people say I was chilling, it was cool,
No.
I was hanging out.
No, you spend, like, 2 days in there, and you're fucking all busted up. Like, it takes, like, no time at all.
To get busted up.
For solitary confinement to, like, start fucking with you. Like, go lock yourself in a closet with, like, literally nothing to do or look at or engage with for 48 hours. See how you feel coming out the other side. I think you lose sight of what 48 hours even was.
There's that woman who spent like over a year in a cave.
What?
Some French woman, as like a social experiment.
Okay.
Spent like 400 days in a cave.
But, like, did she have stuff to do in the
I
cave?
think she had stuff to do. Yeah, she could read. She could do.
Yeah, that's totally different.
No, I mean, you know, you're still solitary. She didn't have any clocks and there was no daylight.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though, is we're comparing it to, like, being in the womb with a fully cognizant mind. Is in the womb, it would be, there's no day, there's no night.
You might have a
there's-
magazine, you don't know.
You wouldn't have a magazine. And even if you had one, you wouldn't be able to read it.
Because of the placenta liquid.
'Cause it's
and all
dark.
that. Oh, yeah. I guess that's true. I wanna, I
And
wanna
even
splash
even
baby.
that, even a wet magazine in the dark would be a mercy, because at least then you could like flip the papers, ball them up into little balls and bap them around. You'd have something to like engage with to keep your
Well,
you know
you're
like
talking about being in like a Marvel style mind prison. People in solitary confinement can rip a piece of button off their clothes and throw it around. You
yeah,
know?
sure.
Go and look for it.
But you wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to do that in the womb. There's nothing in there. You just sit around and twiddle your fucking umbilical cord, like. What? And you have to consume whatever your host. That's a weird way to talk about your mother. What your host eats, and go through someone else's choices, not being able to do anything at all.
But
Yeah.
God, I wish my host would eat some lasagna.
Well, doesn't that kind of work though? Because they get weird cravings. How much do you think that's the baby being like? I wonder if pickles and chocolate are good.
It's all the baby. It's the baby's world. Mama's just living in it.
Man, a fetal chef could be like the most pioneering experimental culinary personality the world has ever seen.
I'm a little spider wizard boy. Here is my black hole, and here is my toy.
um,
Portals, hell yeah, dude.
Their choices biologically affect your developed brain, I suppose, yeah.
Because if they do like smoke crack, that's not good for you.
Oh, definitely not.
Although we don't know that. Maybe it is good for baby.
Oh, I'm not sure that's how being depressed in the womb. Are you saying like if your mom was depressed, you would be depressed via the umbilical cord? I mean, I guess you would because you also have their bloodstream, right? Like you guys are like connected in that way
Yeah,
too.
that's how
It's
crack
you're
babies
getting,
exist.
That's how you're getting your oxygen and shit. So like, yeah, I guess if you do have like,
I can't do it.
if you have like gnarly
Can you do it?
hormones, not really. Then it would probably fuck you up pretty bad. I guess even just having like a pregnant person's blood and hormones going through your already developed brain would probably fuck you up in a weird way, especially as, you know, like a guy who wouldn't have that happen.
Sounds like a funny thing to do in a hospital setting. Give
See-
some guy a bunch of pregnant woman's blood and see what happens. Like, who knows, maybe you'll get real maternal. No, you gotta stop the portals.
No problem.
Okay, good. He's bogarting the friggin' thing. You're playing it like the dev intended. It's like frantically. And making all the right decisions. It's impressive.
What is Portals Plus?
It means there's more portals and they're red.
Why would I want that?
I don't know, I did that and I regretted it. Oh, they shoot balls at you too.
Maybe they give more money or something?
They definitely give more money. Blast that portal plus. Uh-oh. More ice cream.
Ah! He's right on my splash damage is so good.
Do you think it'd be fun to go to an amateur wrestling event?
Oh, sure.
I think I'm gonna go to an amateur wrestling event.
Today?
No, like soon. In Everett.
Okay.
Yeah. It could be cool.
No, it could also be fun. Fucking a drag race. I could go to a drag race.
Oh, sure. I want to go to a tractor pull and watch the engine explode out the front. Damage.
Oh, I pressed R. Fuck.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
I can't believe you do that.
Well, I mean, it's right next to the interact thing.
The interact key. Ta-da.
Which one is this? Oh, yeah, this one. Oh, yeah. It's, what's that Roblox thing called where you do the pizza? Papa's Pizzeria? Is that a Flash game?
It could be
It's actually a Flash game. You know, it's basically that, where they're like, 1 scoop of chocolate with sprinkles, please, and you have to do it.
Oh, I like Dress to Impress.
I still haven't played it.
Just don't talk.
We should do that, you and I. Oh, because they'd be like, what are you doing here, Unk?
Yeah.
There's not really instructions in game. If you need help, let me know.
Blueberry. Choco. Oh, let's get a little...
You'll know it's there. That one. No, no, no. Back the other one. You'll know it's the right size. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
So it's an ice cream repair machine game.
Kind of. 17 seconds. It's the same one. Blueberry? You just making whatever you want now?
Oh, I thought it was still blueberry chocolate.
No.
I never got served.
Oh, well, they probably left because you were like, hold on, and busted out the ratchet set.
They're like, sorry, this is going to take 8 seconds. And they're like, well, I have to go.
Mm-hmm.
I only had 4 seconds.
You might have to, like, escape and refresh.
Vanilla, blueberry, blueberry. God.
There's 3 different mini games, and I think this one is far and away the most frustrating. Partly because the wrenches are very similarly sized and don't seem accurately sized to the vanilla lemon to the nuts. It's broken again. Okay, so click on the book. Those are the ones are the ones you have to turn on.
No.
8 seconds. You're terrible at ice cream.
I'd walk off the fucking job if the machine was this broken.
Yeah.
I'd say something extremely rude.
I'd be like-
Chocolate lemon? Fucking gross, dude. Get real, shitter. Oh my god, I hate you. I quit. I quit. The ice cream shop. Are you kidding? Do you know the Cold Stone sizes?
Like it, love it, gotta have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in an Aziz Ansari comedy special.
That you watched?
That particular part I
Was it
have,
funny?
not particularly.
I've never seen anything that he's done that I've thought is funny.
He's not like cringe to me. I just don't think he's particularly funny. And I mean, he does have some funny bits in Parks and Rec.
You didn't see his wildly cringy COVID special?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, he had a whole you have to let me do comedy because people need comedy type special when like there was everything was in lockdown. Yeah, it was very like Joe Rogan of him.
No, fucking
I remember the Mars Volta. You remember them?
not really.
Oh. That sounds like a good ass ice cream order. I used to know a lot of people who were into that type of music, so it was fine for me. fuck?
What?
Mr. Memory over here. Mr. Remembery. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Get fixin', champ.
Fuck, we're done. We're dead.
We're all dead. We just don't know it yet. Is that a cool thing to say?
Not really.
Oh. Ooh, you better believe it.
Hmm.
It's another 125 dart tips.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Geez, how many fucking dart tips do you need?
Well, I mean, every time
If I went out for dart tips in Minecraft and came back and had 125, I'd be like, I'm done. I'm not doing this for another week.
Oh, well, I would. I need thousands of dart tips.
Why?
Because you shoot the darts a lot.
God, that's too many dart tips.
It's really not.
No man needs that many dart tips.
I wish I had
Thousands?
20,000 dart tips. Then I'd stop.
If I had 1,000,000 dart tips.
If I had 1,000,000 dart tips.
I would throw them at a monkey. Haven't you always wanted to kill a monkey?
I do throw darts at monkeys. That's
Wow.
crazy. Darts are the fastest way to kill monkeys. Yeah, I've made 1,100 dart tips during this fucking stream. That's nuts. I'm very happy. Oh my god, that is that order right there. 2 scoops of vanilla, 1 blueberry, and 1 lemon. That's like my birthday order.
Oh, fuck.
S.
Yes. Very good, Ryan. That is an S.
Well, I didn't
I
know
see you
that.
know at least one of your letters.
I didn't see that it was an S until the very end.
No! I hate wrench time. I'll lose because of wrench time. Stupid wrench time. Ah! 105, triple digits.
Triple D.
You got those trippy digi.
Trippy digis.
Well, Ryan couldn't last a second in the ice cream shop. That's too bad.
I would quit.
He's also extremely bad at remembering simple binary sequences.
Yeah.
Just
Most
translate it into the number that it represents in your head.
Most people aren't good at binary. It's just ones and zeros. Nobody gives a shit about that. I remember things I care about, you know?
I guess. What do you care? What base system do you care about? Base 10, I assume.
I mean, base 10's a good system.
Uh-huh. What about, I don't know.
Was it like base 12 a thing for a while?
No idea. There's hexadecimal. That's pretty popular.
I know some place had a system based on the peaks and valleys of your hand.
Oh, interesting.
And
So would
you'd,
that have been like,
use your hand to do the counting.
so 18?
I don't know. I just know that that was like a thing.
Hmm.
Maybe Egypt.
Hmm.
Some like, but like I don't think it was like proper math. I think it was like poor people math.
Oh. Oops.
Cream.
Cream for all. Which game is this? I don't remember this one. Oh, this one's really short. Okay, let's go take a break.
Okay.
Wrench time sounds like a child of Cyclops party. Maybe. I do have an ice cream song that I'm working on for this jam. Would you like to hear it?
Sing it.
I don't remember how it goes.
Ice cream, ice cream.
I know the last
dream.
I know the last line is, "Are you the machine or are you the cream?"
If I had to, I would say I'm the
You
cream.
tried to wake up early, but it didn't help at all. You came in just in time to see the install. Turn this off. Okay, and go. Whoops. Oh, it's only gonna play through the... Wait. Is it? Yeah, it's playing through those. Yeah.
I hear it whispering.
Yeah. I don't know if I can actually. Here, I'll just export it. Sound bomb coming up. Actually, I'll just turn it off. Oh, and there's going to be a huge silent gap at the beginning, too. Ugh. It sounds like this. You tried to wake up early, but it didn't help at all. You came in just in time to see the appliance installed. But it is always broken, it's always melting, which begs one final question. Are you the machine, are you the cream?
Now, Nick, there's two types of people in this world.
Uh-huh.
Ice cream. What do you think you would be?
Oh, if
Are
it's
you
the
the
broken
machine or
if,
the cream?
if it's between a broken machine and melting cream, I suppose I'm more melting cream, right? I'm not gonna last forever, no matter what.
I mean, none of us are, but like, do you see yourself as a machine?
No, not really.
A well-oiled machine?
Certainly not that. But I think I'm less malfunctioning machine and more melting cream. You know, it's like I'm not malfunctioning, but I am getting slightly worse over time, you
I'm
know.
a time-wasting machine.
You're a machine that turns time into wasted time.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back. All right. Wrench time. Hey, Begorly. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I want to see if this, here, call it in the air.
Tails.
Oh, it's not on.
No. Boats took it away.
Yeah. Boats giveth and boats taketh away.
Like God and
Oh
Jesus
my god.
and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
All right, cream for all. This one's really short,
Okay.
but it is kind of cute.
What cream factor is it at?
Hmm?
What cream factor is it at?
5.
Cream factor 5.
Yeah, from the makers of Action League Now comes Cream Factor 5.
How many creams would you like in your coffee?
Like those little cuppy guys?
Yeah.
2?
Cream factor 2.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we've been creaming all afternoon.
Yeah. I'm a certified creamer.
You missed the cream song, which precipitated a whole cream versation. I think this one's just WASD and mouse.
Now remember, Jerry, do not waste any ice.
Yeah, he's been here.
That stuff costs money.
One ice cream, please. Oh no, it won't stop! Ah! Go!
Oh, you're wasting so much cream. You gotta feed the people!
I am.
I think my record's like, maybe more than I thought. Cream's never wasted? That's not true. I'd be willing to bet certain facilities have entire waste cream areas.
Banjo Kazooie sounding asses. My girl sounds like a Banjo Kazooie washing machine. Go, 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 go.
Oh, wow, that's dirty, dude.
Good?
Yeah, that's the game.
Now remember, Jerry, do not waste any ice cream. That stuff costs money.
One ice cream, please.
She banjos my kazoo. No. Oh, I hate that joke so much.
It won't stop! Ah! Go!
Go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
These tourists be gawking in more ways than one. Are you gonna try and get him through the window?
Oh, this place is full of ice cream marks.
I love that when you feed the employees here, when they're full of ice cream, they're just like, I'm going home. Goodbye.
Gotta shit. 825 ice creams, gotta go.
Could you imagine if a man walked up to you with a machine on his shoulder that's just spouting ice cream and was like, you, open your mouth!
I'd think I was on a YouTube video.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
I beat my record.
Nice.
Show me yours.
All right.
Boat's got the flipper.
Oh, the flipper's out. Hey, and you lost. You
Flip
said
100.
tails. Okay, heads or tails.
All tails.
It's not gonna be all tails, but it will tell you how many heads and how many tails.
I would say all tails. It could be all tails.
It
you
could
don't
be.
know.
There is like a non-zero chance. Nope,
Fuck,
not even mostly tails.
Fuck, dude.
It's like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 over here. It's only partly tails.
I like Sonic 3 with Knuckles.
Yeah? Is he your favorite Sonic character?
No, I like Silver the Hedgehog.
It's no use.
One ice cream, please.
Best I can do is
want
10
a
ice
Silver the
creams.
Hedgehog plush.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I saw the internet advertised to me a plushy Space Marine chainsword, and I gave it very real consideration until I realized that it would be floppy. You'd have to put like a rod in it. You have to mod it.
To chainsword people.
Just to have it to like hold it and swing it around without it flopping all over.
I'd get a plush Tyranid gaunt, like a Termagaunt. That sounds nice.
What was your record? 375?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You did it. You fed these fat little piggies more ice cream
Right.
than I did.
Don't come at the king if you're not prepared to lose to the king,
Fuck these little hogs.
like they say in chess.
Can you say that? Can you say fuck these hogs on Twitch? Is that gonna get a ban?
Yeah, no. You're allowed to say all kinds of stuff.
Damn.
Well, not anything, but, you know, all kinds of stuff. Actually, on the wake of our whole, like, cream and sort of also vaguely blowjob bit that we did for this game, last time when we were doing Minecraft Monday, Ruth Ann got to talking about poop and was like, oh, haha, sorry. I forgot for a second you were streaming. And I was like, are you joking? Have you heard the conversations Ryan and I have on a weekly fucking basis? Like, this is tame.
I can't imagine she was saying anything about poop that was even remote.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah.
Just like, hey, you ever think about the existence of poop? Oops,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
No toilet talk on Twitch. You know their policies.
Which one's this?
If anything, I think
this
Twitch is
game.
saying yes, toilet talk.
Yeah, they love it. Well, they love money. So
and toilet
if-
talk brings in the
if-
dollars.
yeah, it kind of does. I mean, I've heard so many like little cartoon anime girls being like, toss that Prime subscription down like a big old dick on the table. Like, you know, and it's all they want to talk about.
You know, I bet a lot of those people who are anime girl VTubers aren't anime girls in real life.
No, they're all like dudes with voice changers.
Interesting. I like seeing like VTuber posts on Reddit, and like it feels like the VTuber anime girl like aesthetic, or the tuber they use is getting like more and more out there. It like originally started out, it's like anime girl, yellow hair,
Yeah.
you know, and now it's like anime girl, crazy outfit, eye patch,
Tons of boob jiggle.
this, that, and
Tons
the
of
other.
boob
It's
jiggle.
like, damn, you're like really crazy embellished.
Mhm.
Like, you can't just be like a plain anime girl. It's like, what's your angle? It's like, I'm a scarred up, 2 eye patches and a friggin' witch's hat with spikes on it.
Two
It's like,
eye patches. That's just being blind.
no, it's 2 eye patches, because then you can turn one up and wink your dead milky eye and then put it back down, you know?
And then the other one is also a dead milky eye.
Of course.
Well,
why
that's
you-
just blindness.
well,
That's just a very weird way to like. It's like what you couldn't. Was the blindfold store closed?
the blindfold store. That's hilarious.
All right, this one's just up and down, and then I think mouse click to throw ice
What's it
creams.
called?
Mr. Dossier. And he's about to dose your friends and family with ice cream. The button is like got weird collision. You got to go down to the bottom of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why they're called brakes. They warned you. They sold you. Like, now this thing's brakes. I love the wet slapping. Oh, yeah, probably don't do that.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know why you got
throwing
such a bit.
themselves in the road for ice cream.
They are. Whoa.
What?
Whoa, what are you doing?
Bitch, please. What is this?
How'd you even do that?
I don't know.
Click outside of it. Oh, it's because your mouse is going outside the little box.
Whoa.
211.
211 monies?
Uh-huh.
Not bad.
That's an okay day, unless you're working for yourself. Because then, you know, at least a third of that is going to taxes. And you got to think about gas, repairs for the ice cream van.
I also killed like 25 kids
That's fine. That doesn't seem to have any consequence.
in real life.
Those wrenches, you want to collect those so you repair. Also, it costs money to throw ice cream. So spamming ice cream is a bad idea. Like, the farthest I ever got in this game, I made, like, negative $400 because I was just spamming ice cream the entire time.
Why is he apologizing to the pothole? Is he stupid?
Yes.
He's an ice cream man, so he must be.
Yeah, right? You don't fucking graduate magna cum laude and then go become an ice cream man.
Are you kidding me? That's fucking hilarious. Can you say that on Twitch?
Apparently, it's not even a swear. It's not even. It's like PG-13. There is an episode, at least one episode of Game Changer,
Uh-huh.
where they have a swear jar, and if they swear, they lose a point, and it goes into the swear jar. And they can't say damn, but they can say cum. So they just start replacing. They're like, son of a cum, like just. Apparently, that's allowed. Goofy, fucking sound bite.
Gosh.
I love the wet slap. Whap, slap. French. And those potholes are bad. I don't think I've ever run into a pothole that bad.
Well, we've got good road maintenance in our city.
Do we?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. Some places have potholes so bad they cause, like, catastrophic car damage.
Wow.
Like, yeah, like a foot deep. Just like a gigantic hole in the road.
Well, that ain't right.
And it's like, yeah, it's on the city's list of potholes to fix.
I guess
but,
that's what they
you know.
get for being libertarians.
Well, I think it's what you get for living in a place that has bad winter freezes.
Oh, sure.
Can you?
What? Yeah, dude, I'm a fucking golden god at this game.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna beat your score.
My
You
score was
stupid bitch
$280
score.
made in a day, which is an impossible amount of money for somebody to make in a day. That's like billionaire status. Billionaire beach boy. I made
Why am I not-
$300.
Oh, I can't use WASD.
No, you have to use the arrow keys like an ice cream man.
Damn it, I'm losing so much money.
It's fine though.
You know, if you don't watch a master at work, you're not gonna get any better. You do want to get better at this, right?
No, I want to
Score
quit my
chaser.
job. I don't think I'd like ice cream
As a job?
as a job. Yeah.
I mean, it's food service, so I can't. It's pretty easy for me to believe. What food service job would be a good food service job? They suck.
I unironically like catering a lot. Going to a place and handing out food that you don't cook there. You just bring chafing dishes. set up some tables, then just like stand by them, and people are like, do you have more forks? And you're like, no. And they're like, okay. Or they're like, do you have a trash can? And it's like, you didn't buy the trash can option. Also, nothing's better than telling a bride no.
I don't know about that. That's a long anecdote. I can't read that right now. Ryan, be my reading eyes.
Some car hit a big manhole with the cover missing.
Oh.
Yeah. I feel like that's a lawsuit. Like, you know, potholes, I think that the city's got kind of like some deniability over their like liability. But a manhole cover missing? Crackhead stole it for scrap metal.
It's not even that valuable. It's made out of like steel.
Yeah, it's steel.
Steel's not that valuable.
Well, all metal is valuable.
Have you looked up what like recycling values on metal shit is? It's really not much, even for like copper. Like it's fucking right.
I'll check right now.
It's like maybe 80 cents a pound for copper. And that's like the most value. And it has to be like bright copper, like truly good copper. Steel is like basically worthless.
Yeah, but there's a lot of weight behind it.
Yeah, but it's basically worthless. And just picking it up and transporting it is like there are better targets. What is that? Oh, that's... Yeah, like, so like 100 pounds of steel would be like 20 bucks. Of dirty... And also it's like clearly a city manhole cover, so you might not even be able to get that past the guys at the metal recycling place. Because they do inspect that shit, because people are always like fucking around. They're like taking copper pipes and like filling them with sand.
Oh, sure.
And like crimping them shut, trying to like get one over on the guys. But yeah, I remember I found when they were like demising stuff at one of the places I worked, there was a whole bunch of copper pipes, like brand new copper pipes. And I was like, oh, isn't copper valuable? And I looked it up and was like, that's not even worth the trip. Oh, I think I lost money there at the end. Did you look up how much steel is? Do they even buy steel?
Yeah, it's 150 to 400 per ton.
Per ton?
Yeah.
So that's $15 for a 200-pound manhole cover.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
I mean, how much crack have you been smoking lately, and are you out of crack?
I just think there are other targets, you know? Fucking go to the store, shoplift some batteries, and sell them on the street.
Hey, you know what? Why not do both, I always say. Grab the manhole cover on the way to the Walmart to steal all their car batteries.
Are you just rolling it to the scrapyard like a kid with a
No,
stick
you're
and a...
driving your weird old truck.
Oh, sure. Yeah, the gas that you would spend, just it's like, there goes a third of your profit.
Fine, c'est la vie, that's business for you. No, just call it overhead, crackhead overhead.
I don't know. I'm skeptical that that would be the motivation.
Bright copper wire is $3.40 a pound.
Oh, okay, so it's more valuable than I thought, but still not very much. That's like, you know, a pound of copper is like a lot. It's like there's not much in like a pipe. Maybe if you had found like a big ass coil of wire or something. But again, it's like I've seen bits where people are like, I took all my old scrap wire and stripped it all down to just the copper, and I spent all day doing it. Guess how much copper I got? $30 in copper. Like,
they're giving you GameStop prices over here.
yeah, seriously. Fucking goddamn it.
That sucks, dude. It's so hard to be scrappy these days. You could make more money scavenging aluminum cans.
I mean, in states that have the like recycling thing,
Yeah, we have
yeah.
a 5-cent return on a can.
What? When did we start having that?
Always. Washington's on the long list of states that.
How come it's
offers
not
a
ever
return.
labeled on the can? Don't they have to like label that on the can?
I don't think anymore. There was a time where it all was, but
I've never heard of that. I've heard of people taking their like garbage bag worth of old beer cans to the place, and then they also like assume water weight.
yeah.
They're like assuming you're filling them slightly with water, so they only give you a percentage of the weight that you
Well, they
do bring
assume
in.
that there is liquid in the can.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
A small amount, like drops of liquid.
Yeah. Wait, no, not 340 a pound. $3.40 a pound. Right, I couldn't do it. You win this time. How about Crazy Cone? That one's okay.
Yeah, you get 33 cents a pound for aluminum cans.
Are
in
your
Washington.
pennies worth more than pennies? Well, pennies are only coated in copper. They're actually made of zinc, so probably not.
I have
Hey,
a
what's up?
silver
It's me,
dollar
Nick,
from,
crushing dreams with cold hard facts.
I have a 1932 silver dollar.
Ooh, that's actually silver.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's one of the Liberty dollars. It's worth like $40. It was also minted in Denver, which is the rarest state for them to be minted in.
Wow,
Yeah. It was a gift from my father for some reason.
it's amazing. I'm so bored.
What? No, you're not. You know you're interested.
You want to talk to me more about your coin
My
collection?
silver, yeah, my coin collection consists of one coin, a Liberty dollar.
I mean, I guess I'd rather hear about that than your rocks.
But no, you'd rather hear about the rocks.
No, I don't give a fuck about the rocks.
I have so many rocks. to
Unless
talk
you had
about.
like deep, if you were like geologist level of like able to get excited and explain to me why the rocks were the rocks that they were, then maybe I'd be interested. It's like, this is a sedimentary rock from such and such, and the reason it has this banding is because
Fuck all that. The reason it has its banding is because of silica buildup over time.
Right, that's yeah. But like, the location you want to okay.
I collect agates. I have an extensive agate collection that I've all sourced myself, me and my wife. It's what we do together. One of the things. We go on vacation to find rocks. The best kind of vacation is a rock vacation.
Can you believe he tested low on autism?
I did. I tested way low on autism.
So what's wrong?
I don't know. I just love. I mean, I honestly think I'd test way high on being a fucking goblin. Because that's like how I feel when I find them. I'm like Gollum with the ring.
I'm not autistic, but I do have gobtism.
Gobtistic.
Hey, it's a hot and sweaty day out there, and you know that means ice cream's in high demand. The truck's a bit old and malfunctioning, but don't let that stop you from making money. Bring those kids some cones.
Me, I collect dice.
They call me a little stinker. Oh, look at
And
that.
I don't have a single interesting thing to say about any of them except look at this one. Look how weird it is. But I do love me a weird dice.
Die.
Rude. Let's not blow it out of proportion
Die.
here.
Die.
Get to the kids.
My ice cream truck ain't working right.
Yeah, well, you smashed it all up.
This way. Why did I start in the woods? What kind of ice cream hillbilly goes to the woods to live? Come on, kids.
Well, you fucking plowed right into them. You gotta get
Nope.
close and stop. There you go.
They're all like anime children.
Mm-hmm. With capes for some reason.
Anime pro tags.
So there are wrenches around that'll fix it. There's one there. And also there are like little fix-it-up shops you can drive through. I think that with the beam. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a cul-de-sac. Oh god. I didn't see this area. No!
What was that?
You just drove off the earth.
What? Oh, I disappeared. Oh, I'm back.
You're in the ocean.
It's not fast I'm going.
300 kilometers an hour. That's pretty fast, I guess.
For an ice cream truck?
Yeah. You are an ice cream truck, right? Not like a railgun bullet?
Well, I mean, what's the difference now?
Yeah. You're late, no bonus money. You can't restart?
You hold R, nothing happens.
Escape?
Tap R,
Okay. Well, I guess Alt F4.
Q, Alt, F.
Using the right Alt like some kind of freak. You want to pop it back up over there?
Yeah, let me just open it right back up.
I don't think I've ever used the right Alt in my entire life.
Hey,
That's the alt I use.
there, you know that means ice cream's in high demand. The truck's a bit old and malfunctioning, but don't let that stop you from making money. Bring those kids some cones.
Cones for kids.
Cones for Kids, a charity for giving kids those things so they don't chew on their cast. Oh, there's a repair shop. Nice. Cha-ching. Mario water level ass soundtrack. They call her Mrs. Ice Cream.
She's my nemesis. I'm Mr. Toothbrush.
Oh, so she's like the villain?
Yeah.
Mm.
These kids make me want to drive off the edge of the planet.
Why? They love you, and they love your ice cream. What would you do without them?
They only love my ice cream.
You don't think they love you?
No.
You should show up with no ice cream.
Be like, hey kids. Do you love me or do you love the sweet cream I provide? And they'd be like, go away, you weird man. Don't talk to me about your sweet cream.
You know, they call me Mrs. Ice Cream because I don't have any and I misses it. Also, I'm Gollum, apparently. Oh, shit! Crazy ice cream!
Ice cream gap.
Lick, 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 lick! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Trying to get a secret tape.
Day after day, you eat on an ice cream. And today's a new day, so you're gonna eat an ice cream. Pack up the ice, yeah, pack up the freezer. Keep going forward, you are gonna die. You pressed some kind of button, I don't even know what that fucking thing was. You tried to pull up the whiteboard application. You're using hotkeys that I was not even aware that existed.
Whoa, whoa.
Lick, 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 lick. Oh, hey, that'd be a fun concept album. Do some famous covers, but only auto-tuned ice cream licking sounds. Yeah.
That's how I eat my ice cream.
The snare could be like you just stick your tongue out and like slap the cone against your... You know?
Ew.
No, I bet it'd sound great. I bet if you really tried. I mean, that's one of the things though about sound. It's like it's very easy. Well, not very easy, but very doable to take. Oh my God! Spacebar? Yeah. It's very easy. I'm sorry, not very easy. Very doable to take like the soundtrack to something and bend it such that it doesn't sound anything like its source material. You know, you could take.
Whoa!
You could take like a dog bark noise and make like a whole drum kit out of it.
Those little darlings are up here. Goddamn darlings.
And it wouldn't even sound like one of those like Jingle Barks Christmas albums that are just like.
I'm not familiar with that.
You don't know the Christmas albums where they do Christmas songs, but it's all dog barking?
No.
Yeah, that's a real thing. Your truck's gonna explode. That's the worst Foursquare chord I've ever seen. Oh, remember when we were playing Foursquare?
Yeah, I love
That was a
Foursquare.
good time.
Foursquare's hella fun.
Have you ever played that, like, Foursquare, like new, it's like Spike Ball, I think it's called?
Yeah.
Is that any good?
Yes.
Better than Foursquare?
No. I really like games that use the red bouncy ball, though.
Oh, yeah.
The playground ball they don't let kids have anymore.
Man. Do kids get anything anymore?
They get inside time.
They're allowed to take their phone out of its weird little deactivator pouch for 5 minutes.
They get Fortnite skins for Christmas.
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
The weird
They're like
deactivator
Faraday
pouches?
cage cell phone
Yeah.
pouches. Yeah. Yeah, that's like a rich kid school thing.
I don't know. Where are these freaking kids? I think they're up another level. I think you're fucked. Rich kid school. I briefly went to a rich kid school kind of once.
Nice.
But it wasn't really a rich kid school. Like,
Did you go there to steal?
no, I went there to learn.
Oh.
God, who do you think I am? Who do you think 9-year-old Nick is? The gyms were carpeted.
That
What the
seems
hell
like
is
it would
that?
hurt a child.
Yeah, right? But it was like the second year that Shoreline had been incorporated as like its own city. And it seemed like they had just like a bunch of money.
They still do.
Yeah. So like lunch was crazy. Lunch was like you had options in 4th grade. Like once you get into high school, okay, maybe it's like there's burger, pizza, chicken burger, and the thing of the day, right? Like you remember having that at your
Yeah,
cafeteria?
for sure.
But like in elementary school, in 4th grade, like none of the schools I had been to had chocolate milk every day. It's like, did you want regular or
Unwedged.
spacebar? Damn.
A wedge salad sounds pretty good.
Shit, wow, you are stuck.
Yeah.
$827, not bad. Better than your time at,
I love how the ice cream cone has like goth girl black lipstick.
oh yeah, I guess it does. I didn't really
Extremely
notice that.
kissable lips.
Yeah, she is kind of, well, I don't know. She's also wearing, like, what is
It's
this?
like Betty Boop, like white stocking legs.
Yeah, it's like, this is either the clothing choice of, like, a child going to a Catholic school or, like, a theater person. You know, like, she's underneath this cone. She's got the, like, Zatanna Zatara onesie tuxedo thing.
Yeah. She's a magician's
Oh
assistant.
my god.
She's gonna make me go to a play.
I could go to a play.
I would love to go to a play. But it would have to be a play about cars crashing. Is Monster Jam a kind of play? If you consider the Monster Jam arena
I mean,
like a stage.
you should, when you come back from that amateur wrestling thing, you should be like, I went to a theater experience.
Spencer went to one last month and he said it was amazing.
Yeah, I think they're probably, I mean, I feel like it's kind of like college football energy too, where like the people who are there are very young and haven't really like hurt themselves yet and like really want to be like wrestlers.
Yeah.
So they're like really trying.
No, they do. He said they really try, and also it's like a place that wrestling organization commonly sends scouts out to.
Mhm.
So people are very aware that they may be being watched
Yeah.
and are like, I'm trying to make a name for myself in some wrestling league.
Right.
So, you know.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by it's like it's very college football, like, or I guess that would even be like high school football, right?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Especially in like the middle,
If you go to a football
like
school,
Texas or something.
yeah, you better believe people are watching you and like making notes on a piece of paper about your body. Seriously. They're like, this 12-year-old is explosive. Oh, like that's a whole thing. being like so good in 7th grade football that you essentially get like a scholarship to a major college at that time. They're like, commit to Ohio State, even though you're 13, and we'll give you like an Ohio State jersey you can wear around.
Oh no, what?
If
There's
it was
so
the
many things
comment
to-
about a 13-year-old's body, then oh yes, because people are doing that all the time.
All right, I believe the only controls in this game are 1, 2, and 3. Yes, it takes a minute to load. It's not.
I mean, that's how
broken.
you scout literally all athletic talent. You like are just watching kids all day. Like you don't scout talent
Like it's your
when
job.
they're 18, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
One of the other scouts who would have gotten to him before then.
I mean, it's just not how it works. It's like you find a very successful, like, you know, you find the kids who are running like a 5
He
minute
pooped
mile
a little
when they're
poop.
11,
Oh, haha.
and then you cultivate that. Oh, look at this friggin' guy.
Yeah, the art in this one overall is just really good. 1, 2, and 3 are your only controls.
1, 2, and 3, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, and 1, 2, and 1, 3.
You drowned in ice cream.
Did I?
Yep. Now you're getting it. Your strawberry's full. Man, I saw this video, 1781, great year. Saw this video the other day where this young woman was showing her boyfriend, I think, what she does for a living. And what she does for a living is pack hot dogs into hot dog boxes.
Okay.
And I found it like really shockingly endearing.
How can you show your boyfriend that?
Well, they went and bought a box of the hot dogs that she packs and were like in her kitchen at home, and she like undid all of the shit and was like, okay, so you start with the box like this, and she like lined the box with the plastic bag, and it's like, and then you go like this, you put this down, you fold this over, you put the 4 more hot dogs in, you fold this over here, you lift this part up, you whack the bag, don't be afraid of the bag, and like, you know, just basically gave him day 1 training type stuff. And I don't know, it was like weird. It was weirdly endearing for how dark it should have probably felt. That it's like, let me talk to you about my probably $7 an hour and extremely fast-paced hot dog manufacturer job.
She had to buy a whole box of hot dogs for the example.
I don't think she had to. I think maybe she probably gets them at work at a discount or something.
Optimistic.
Yeah, but you know, I'm nothing if not optimistic. You know that about me.
Super optimistic.
Yeah, it's great to be alive. I love it here. And I don't think anything will go wrong. Here's life.
These stupid old women keep blocking my view of the ice cream.
Yeah, I know how you feel. But think about it this way. It's also giving you a view of the old women.
Which I love.
If I had to view any women,
It'd be the old.
it might as well be old women. Honestly, observationally, they are the funnest people probably to watch. There was, I was on the bus like a month ago, and there was an old lady who had an iPad, and she was playing that game that's like a crossword, and then you get like 6 letters in a circle. Have you seen these, you know what I'm talking about? These
Yeah.
mobile ads where you just choose and it's like Rogue ogre, and like all the possible words are up in the crosswords.
Yeah.
And she had like 3 words left to go, and they're not complex like deep vocabulary words. It was one of those, and like it was like seeing one of those mobile ads where they're like, is OERG a word? And it's like, come on, like there's only like 3 words left. Like there are 4-letter words.
They don't know fantasy things. They're
No.
like an ogre. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, it was. She was clearly at the point where she was just trying letters. But even that, it's like there's only so many. It's like 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 combinations, you know, because you can't use letters twice.
We got to get her on that game with the little knight who jiggles the big goblin woman's titty. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen so many weird variations of that one.
That
And they
commercial
feel like they're-
arc is cursed as fuck.
Yeah, they keep getting more and more sexual.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
It started off pretty
normal.
innocent, yeah, and then suddenly it's like guy walks up to like a 12-foot tall green-skinned goblin giantess in like tattered rags, and she like puts her big stinky foot on him and like spits a loogie, and it's like 9.99 down to 0. Oh, I fall, and like so strange.
And then like all of a sudden she's not the antagonist anymore. She's like chained up, and it's like, oh, this is taking a
Yeah,
turn.
what just
like,
happened?
Like, but she's still just as big, you know? That's the important
absolutely.
part. She's got to be huge. 1931. That was a fun year. If you like being hella sick.
Call it.
There's the game, Path of Acra. Somebody on your Steam's friend list was playing.
Call it.
Call what?
The coin.
Oh, flip 10, and I'm gonna say 6 tails. Yes.
1 tails. Almost as wrong as you could have possibly been.
It's kind of bullshit.
Hey, look, Minecraft.
Got creamed.
This is just Minecraft.
No,
Got
it's Ice
creamed.
Truck.
It's called Strawberry's My Favorite. When you die, you got creamed.
That's a fucking clickbait title then.
I guess. I mean, you don't have to put the title of your game
What
in.
about Cream the Crabbits?
Well, we're going to go. Time's up for the day.
Well, what is that?
Cream the Crabbits? I don't know. I haven't played this
People
one.
hate it.
What are you talking about?
It's got hella low scores on everything.
52? That's like middle of the road. There were 110 entries.
Oh, okay.
They're crab bots.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Cream the Crab Bot.
Yeah. Your spoon fortress is under attack by the enemy crab bots. In order to stop them, use your ice cream reserves and throw scoops of ice cream at the bots to make them malfunction.
Sea Gulp.
Yeah, that's the one we just
That's
played,
just a cute name.
I guess.
Because the seagulls would steal your cone.
Were they?
Yeah.
It
if
seems
you
like
put
that
it in
was
the wrong spot.
in the
If
wrong
there's no
zone.
ice cream coming out, a bird would swoop in and take the cone. I'm not sure what that did.
I don't know. There was so much to digest in this, honestly, in just like the key, like in the scene that I didn't really notice the first time I was playing it. Like, got these little guys with their little butts and they're pooping
They're
sometimes.
squirting little poos out.
Yeah, and it's stylistically just very fun. I don't know what I would call this, like what I would relate it to. It does have a very like specific look.
Kind of reminds me of like the way some new Nickelodeon shows are animated.
Yeah, it's basically like not anime and not Cal Arts. So you're like, I don't know.
It's like, is this ugly? I can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
It's certainly highly stylized, but like I don't think it's ugly.
Also, his fucking trailer hitch is an ice cream cone.
That's
amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, like in real life, actually, if you had that on your car, kind of sick. And yeah, just the melty on the fenders, like, and all the characters. Like, I didn't notice there was also ice cream all over the lettering. Maybe it's seagull poop. Hard to say. This guy got a foot for a hand. I just want to see a couple of the characters go by.
Where the olds?
Yeah,
where the olds
where
at?
are those dad twins? There's one. There they are. Got a little fanny pack. It's got the funny, like, They've all got this funny, like, clown blush.
Yeah. Like they're weird little Victorian dolls.
Oh, is that the old lady you're talking about?
One of them.
Her knees were so pink.
Yeah.
What's she been doing? Building sandcastles, you know?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
All right.
404.
Yeah. Bad game not found. All right, we're going to take off. We'll be back tomorrow with more ice cream stuff. We ran through most of the list. A lot of those were shorter than I realized when I actually played them, so... But we also did play almost all of the games that were in the, like, top 10. We didn't play this because I thought you weren't smart enough.
Nah.
I
Fair.
actually just found it very, like...
Oh, Ice Truck is is 6.
Yeah, which one was Ice Truck? I have to look at it.
Number 1 in special object implementation.
Grab the ingredients, combine them in the central table to prepare yours. Machines are right. You know, repair them using a wrench. Not sure if I remember this one.
I was thinking about watching a Vegas movie. Speaking of implementation.
What do you mean a Vegas movie?
You know, like a movie that's set in Vegas and like makes good use of it. Like Ocean's 11.
Oh,
It's like a good Vegas movie.
sure.
It's like slot machines and they're in casinos.
Fear and Loathing.
Sure. Mars Attacks. It's a great Vegas movie.
Interesting. That's
Lots
an
of-
interesting list. That's a hell of a Spotify playlist you've just come up with.
Yeah.
It's like Vegas movies. They're
yeah.
not.
You know,
Their only through line is that they all take place in Vegas.
Leaving Las Vegas with
You
Nicolas
could,
Cage.
yeah, you could do that Neil Breen movie we watched.
Yeah, all of his movies take place in Vegas.
Oh,
'cause it's where
shit.
he lives. And he's not going somewhere. Are you kidding?
No, where are you gonna?
Fuck no.
No, that's expensive.
I think only like his first 2 movies even take place in real life. The rest are just like in his garage on green screens.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, we should
he
get
like
back
does
to
the
that.
George Lucas thing where he's like, I'm done going to the desert, okay? It's hot in the desert.
21. Is that a movie?
Yeah, it's a blackjack movie.
Card counting movie. Smoking Aces maybe takes place in Vegas.
It does. It does. And that's a cool movie.
Yeah,
That's a
I have like
fun-
weird, vague memories of liking it. Isn't it trying to do like a
It's just like a
Guy
Borderlands
Ritchie
thing. Yeah, where they're
It's like they introduce a bunch of individual characters.
Yeah, they've all got like a gimmick.
Yeah, and they've all got like a story that kind of culminates into them all. It's a lot like
trying to-
Snatch, where
trying
there's
to
like
get-
10 different like lines, and
Yeah.
they all kind of coagulate at the end into something.
Yeah, I think they're trying to like kill somebody who lives at the top of a skyscraper.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sweet through line. Honestly, I think this Vegas movie thing has got some legs.
Yeah,
I might look into this a little bit more.
you should. Let's see what we can come up with.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go. I'll be back in a few hours with I don't know, probably Tomb Raider, and then
Oh, that's
tomorrow,
another good movie.
and then tomorrow we'll be back with more Ice Cream Mini Jame Gam 44. Thanks for stopping by, and we will see you soon.
That's the end of the show. All of us have got to go back on home. I hope you had a lot of fun. We'll catch you at the next one, or whenever we do at Fun Bay.